you can be forgiven for thinking that the depiction of the multiverse is a relatively new phenomenon. It's the subject of the biggest franchises, the playground of superheroes, and it even won the Oscar for Best Picture. But the concept of everything, everywhere, our entire universe being just a fragment of true reality has existed since the dawn of science fiction. Eponymously and poetically, there are multiple fictional expressions of the physical multiverse. And of course, every storyteller uses that canvas of potential infinity in a unique way. A mesmerizing multitude, memoirs, myths, myopically manifest in a magnificent malignant multiverse. Manipulating Moid Moidelhoff? Maybe. This can get very complicated very quickly. The complexity of narratives and how far down the rabbit hole we go doesn't necessarily increase through the history of science fiction. Hindu mythology and Plato talked about an infinite number of universes, while the Chronicles of Narnia from the 1950s and the more contemporary Stranger Things involved just one other universe. The subgenre at its most basic form is stories that take place in a different version of our world. If you think about it, this applies to almost every book ever written. It's the essence of fiction itself. Science fiction can go much further. Stories where the mere existence of another dimension impacts the plot and the characters. Alternative histories like The Man in the High Castle exist in a different reality, but the multiverse angle is superseded by the subtext. Asimov's The Gods Themselves depicts a parallel universe with different laws of physics. It's the hard interaction between the two that drives the plot. Expand on that idea. The knowledge of many worlds and travelling between them is a limitless landscape for a writer. Stephen King's Dark Tower series, Rick and Morty, and his Dark Materials exist in a multiverse that props up the narrative. Consider simulation theory, existence viewed omnipotently like a never-ending hall of mirrors. The universe in a Russian doll. Throw in a bit of time travel and creative writing, and you have access to, well, all space and time. And then it's all about the perspective. I think that's the sweet spot. Exploring infinity through the eyes of great characters, mixing the grandest of scale with emotion. That's the porridge that Hollywood is feeding us right now. We may be gods of our own chaos, but it's what's inside that counts. Some say the multiverse has been overused of late. A cynical cash cow that needs to retain its milk. But I would argue that from The Wizard of Oz to Dark Matter to Run Lola Run, this is the subgenre that has the potential to always be fresh. Fresh milk. And now we stand on the brink of this most fantastical of notions becoming actual, real-world science. People much smarter than me proposing the multiverse to describe reality. Everything we examine in nature is a fractal, a quilted quantum ensemble of complexity. Throw Occam's razor in the trash. If you find this world bad, you should see some of the others. Even as science fiction readers comfortable with the absurdity of big ideas, this concept is difficult to swallow. The unfathomable scale of the cosmos, a different universe for every grain of sand on the beach, for every blade of grass, and beyond to infinity. Reality with absolutely no limits of space and time.